Welcome back to the O-Gauge Evolution Podcast. This is episode number 3. Salty, what's up, man? How's it been? It's been a little bit of time. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How you been? Kind of end of summer, enjoying outside activities and things of that nature. So
For sure. I've been good, man. I've been busy. I've been traveling around. I did 2 back-to-back trips in September. Now, we are approaching the beloved month of October.
Yes.
York time is upon us. We are within a month of York, and that's exciting. I know you can't go, which is not as exciting, but,
Someday, you have no idea how much shit I have been getting from everybody else about not going. They're telling me to take a train. They're telling me to do this. I'm like, that's fine. You call my wife and explain that I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks for a train show that will probably be the most expensive vacation I ever take. So
yeah. I can see that, and like with you not flying, that does put the brakes on the travel plans, so.
It does. Sometime off air, I will give you a legit story of why I don't fly. But
no, you're good, man.
It's a good one. So
yeah, I'm excited for York. I did just get back from the train's grand opening, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
here in a
yeah,
little
I
bit.
want to hear about that.
Yeah, York, I'm excited, man. I've been waiting for York since April, and it's become more of a social event now for me than a train show event. So
that's why I want to check it out. I'd like to meet all these guys.
yeah, it's cool. Being at the train show is fun, and like running through the halls looking for shit to buy is always fun. But now that we can just hang out with friends more than buying trains is I found that more enjoyable. It's cheaper, so
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have me looking for some sort of off the wall engine. I know it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's bad when I ask Sid. Come on.
Yeah.
I've only been searching for the thing for 25 years. So.
And it's a Weaver what?
It is a Weaver Denver and Rio Grande Western M64.
M64. All right. So anybody out there listening to this, if you're going to York and you happen to see a Weaver M64. And get a hold of Salty, get a hold of me, either one, and we'll figure out how to make this happen.
Get a hold of Zach, because I know him. He would call me immediately. So.
Yeah. Like, hey man, I got your engine, bro. Let's get it.
Cool. Let me crash my truck and send you a credit card.
Yeah, that would be cool to find that. I know it's probably going to be a harder one to locate, but.
It is, but look at some of the other stuff you guys managed to find. I don't think it's any more rare than even like your Cincinnatian, believe it or not. It's just something that people don't let go.
Yeah, that's probably the more accurate of the two statements, because the Cincinnatians, I feel like they probably did make a little more of the Cincinnatians, but and they come in waves, like I got a guy right now looking for our buddy Sam is looking for a Cincinnati because I sold him some Cincinnatian cars. And now he's looking for the engine. I'm like, man, they come in waves. Like you'll see like 5 or 6 at a time, and then you won't see him for a while, and then they'll be back again. So you just got to look. But yeah, we'll keep our eyes open for your M64.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I know I have a big train show out here, but I don't think there's a whole lot of things I would find that you would be looking for, unless you want a picture of Ryan Kunkel.
I'm going to pass. It's going to be a hard pass.
Okay. I do find cool brass stuff at it, but that's where I find most of my brass, actually.
Well, talking about brass, I recently acquired another EM1. So then I got to like thinking about, so I'm a B&O guy, and if a lot of the B&O stuff was done by Third Rail, so there's a lot of brass models for the B&O, and I have one. I have the B&O T3 with the Vanderbilt tender. And I was like, man, I gotta figure out how to work on these brass things or what to do with these brass engines, So then I started watching Norm Charbonneau's channel and watching him upgrade a lot of his, brass B&O engines. And I'm on the hunt now for brass B&O engines. So that's a whole new thing I have going on.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Brass will just be another rabbit hole for you. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all I need is another rabbit hole. And the funny part about some of these older brass engines, like from Third Rail. You can get them for good deals occasionally.
You can.
Yeah, I feel like at York this year, that's what I'm going to be hunting, is maybe some brass B&O. Yeah.
Oh, no. You still need that AC9, buddy. What are you talking about?
Yeah. See, and the problem with the AC9, do I just take the cheaper route, get the TMCC and upgrade it, or do I get the legacy one, or do I hold out hope that maybe Lionel will redo a legacy one day?
I don't know. I've never personally been around a legacy version of it, but
they're nice.
I went for the TMCC obviously because of accuracy, but I know that's something we shouldn't talk about in third rail, but it meant something for me because that was a locomotive I was looking for my whole life.
Well, I agree with the accuracy part, and it being the correct way to how they looked, But at the same time, it all depends on how cheap I can get the TMCC one. If I can get it cheap enough to justify putting the legacy kit in it, then it makes perfect sense. So,
well, do you really want me to throw a wrench into your works?
Hit me.
Third rail made that locomotive as well.
Well, yeah.
Oh, here, and I'll really nerd out for you. So they made the rebuilt version that would have an oil tender that was designed to run on Southern Pacific's MODOK line. And back in those days, they would constantly be double-headed with cab forwards.
Oh. Wow, I did not know that.
Yes, I can send you videos of that.
So now you're trying to talk me into getting an AC9 and one of my least favorite engines, a cab forward.
Well, you got to have a cab forward. Come on now.
As I look at my collection of all the big articulators that I do have, a cab forward would make sense at some point in the future. I just don't know when that's going to be or who's gonna make it. Probably a Lionel one.
Well, I hate to, I know I have a brass version of it, but I'll tell you my favorite version of that locomotive is the TMCC AC12 that Lionel did.
Oh, okay.
Because it is built just like my AC9. It is Korean, Pitman motor powered, the whole 9 yards. So it is just as phenomenal of a model. That's one thing. Lionel was really good back then. I miss those days.
They made some good product back in the day.
They had competition. So that's what, competition breeds better products. But it's okay.
100% does. 100% does. That's a factual statement. I don't know. We'll see. And like I say, I'm going to go up there looking for brass at York. And my very first York I went to was October 2021. I think it's the first one after the COVID nonsense, right? And I went there. I had a whole list, right? I had like a list of things that I wanted. I still don't have anything off that list, I don't think, from a York train show. I probably got some of it now, but I'm not even going with a list because it's a waste of time. So I'll probably buy whatever strikes my fancy when I see it. That's exactly how a lot of my buying happens. Yeah.
You see something that's cool and you're like, oh, that would look good on my table. So
yeah, like perfect example of those the black New York Central E7s that I have.
And that's one of your best locos. Sorry,
I had no intention of buying New York Central E units. And then I happened to walk through Grzybowski's, and I think I got those on Friday, or I got them on Saturday. So they made it 2 days of the York show, and then they were just sitting there, and boom, I took them. So now I got the B unit, so I got the whole set now.
They're awesome, and they're a little on the large side when you get an ABA set going there.
Oh, yeah, an ABA of E units, yes, definitely starts taking up some real estate. So, we talked about the train's grand opening, man. Let's just, I want to touch on that a little bit. I know you weren't able to go, and you texted me and told me to send you pictures. I did a terrible job at that. I think I took I think I took maybe 4 pictures.
It's okay.
So we'll get those over. No, they were gracious enough to invite me. We had a dinner. We had a dinner before the grand opening on Friday night. We all had a dinner. Me and Sid from Sid's Trains were there, and some other guys in the hobby that people may know. So that was really cool to meet a bunch of people that aren't necessarily YouTube people, but more about people that kind of like drive the hobby and push the hobby. That was cool to meet those guys. And it's Saturday morning. We all met up at Trains in Flowery Branch, and their brand new building. So first off, let me say this, man. As I was driving in through Buford, Georgia, and into Flowery Branch, I was shocked at how many of their buildings are brick. Everything is brick up there. I thought. Yeah,
I saw that. I saw their building was brick.
Everything was brick. Like I drove by a Dollar General, the son of a bitch was brick. I was shocked, bro. I'm like, we got brick Dollar Generals up here, man. This is awesome.
Yeah,
It was cool. It was really, the building is beautiful. They have a great building, and we got to go on a tour. I think I went on 2 tours actually. As soon as I got there, me and Sid, and I took my girlfriend with me, and Sid had his dad with him, and we all got our own tour, right? And Peachy from Peachy's Trains was there, and with her husband. So we got our own private tour with Cindy from Trains, and it was really cool. And like the building is, I think, 76,000 square feet or something like that.
That's good size for a train
for a train company. Yeah, it's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
Like for a FedEx hub or something, it'd be on the small side. But for a company selling trains, that's a lot of room.
Yes.
They have a second floor in there. The thing that shocked me the most was not so much the amount of product they have. Like we all know that Trains runs through a lot of product. It was the organization of it made complete sense to me once they explained it to me. 100% made sense to me. But I didn't know that they sold books, and I didn't know that they sold model kits. I'm walking through there, and there's just shelves of books. I'm like, what the hell is this? They're like, oh, we sell these. I'm like, you guys sell books? I had no idea.
Well, but I watched Peachy's video on it, and the thing that struck me was how clean the place was.
Super clean, dude. Spotless. The whole building.
Yeah.
The whole building was clean. And it didn't look like it was clean because they had an open house. It looked like it was clean. Like it was like it wasn't like where they took the tour wasn't clean. Because after our tour was over, they kind of let me and Sid just kind of run around, and look for stuff we wanted to get, and everything was clean, bro. Like they do a great job of cleanliness there. And I know and a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's a new building. It is a new building, but it didn't just open last weekend. It's been open for some months now, so they've had time to get it plenty dirty, but they keep it clean. And their staff, dude, their staff is all super friendly, and their staff acts like they want to be there. Like none of them seem like disgruntled or anything. So it was pretty cool, rare. Man. It was a pretty cool building. And they have a gym. They took us and showed us their gym. They have this and I'm not. It's not like a gym with one treadmill. Like they got some equipment in there. I'm like, shit, man, this ain't bad. You guys want to hire me? This would be nice.
You got a gym in front of you right now, so don't worry about it. Pick up your bush light right now. Pick it up.
It's empty, sir. It's empty.
Oh well, still, go get a full one, and you got a 12-ounce curl. You're fine.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But yeah, it was Trains they were super gracious. They gave us lunch Saturday when we were there, and they were doing some raffles and some giveaways and stuff. And they have a beautiful layout. When you walk in their front door, they have a beautiful layout that they acquired from one of their friends or one of their customers, I guess would be the better term. So yeah, it was a great experience, and I was super happy to get a chance to go. But the other thing that really impressed me was the amount of parts that they have for sale, and how organized their parts are. Like it was very organized. I was very impressed with it. I got to figure out how to use their website a little better to search parts. I'm not the best at that, but there's some K-line parts I'm looking for, and I can't. If I knew the part number for the K-line part that I'm looking for, that'd be easy. But I don't have an idea what the hell the part number is.
Did you blow a board or something, or a physical part?
No, man, it's something stupid. In the trailing truck on the engine, there's a little clip, a little black clip that holds the axle in. It has like a little slot for the axle set, and then it clips into the truck. I need one of those, and I can't find the part number for it. I thought I'd get slick and get one from Lionel. Be the same. They are not the same. So.
Of course not. But no, I know exactly what you're talking about. A lot of brass locomotives use that. So
yeah, so I got to find one of those. I need the part number, and I just been looking at pictures, and I can't find the right picture yet to figure out what the hell it is. So.
Well, if not, let me know. I got a lot of metal, and I got mad welding skills, and my wife is awesome at soldering. You have no idea.
We'll figure something out, man, because I got a K-line Hudson that the truck falls out, because it may or may not have fell off the shelf last year. I don't know. We won't talk about that.
Oh, it might. Oh, well, sometimes
it's
just like I may or may not have passed out in my attic. It's fine. No big deal.
Yeah,
it happens.
Things happen. So after we left Trains, I left the Trains event a little early because I had some places I wanted to check out, or not check out, but stop by and visit before I came back home. So after that, we went to Legacy Station. Obviously, that's the hobby shop that I use. Got to see Brian. Sid got to meet Brian, and I got to meet one of the guys that's in the Discord and follows me on YouTube there.
Nice.
His name's Points Trains on Discord. So I got to meet him. That was good. After that, I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to ask Eric if he was going to be home. Eric from Eric's Trains, and luckily he was. So he was very kind and let us all come over and hang out for a little bit. It was a short visit. because I had to get back to Florida, But so we did get to hang out, check out his layout, look at his collection, and I will say, man, like everybody knows his layout's nice. It's not a secret. It looks just as good in person as it does on camera. It's not a joke or lighting tricks or anything. It's phenomenal. But the thing that really like took me back a little bit, just when I was walking down his stairs into the basement, and you see just how is his the walls just lined with trains. It was awesome. It was probably one of my favorite parts. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, he's you know what? To bring up another, I remember a long time ago I watched a video by I think Dackman for I can't think of the store. Who are the guys up there in Pennsylvania? The old train farm.
Harry Henning?
Unfortunately, the guy died.
Harry. Is it Harry Henning?
Yeah, Henning. Yeah, Harry Henning. That's how Henning's house was.
Yeah.
When if you find that old Dackman video, he's got memorabilia everywhere. He's got Lionel signs from the 40s, 50s, stuff dating back to the 20s. And just the collection and the stuff that was in there was just amazing to me.
Yeah,
just amazing.
Sure.
I will never collect to that level. I would run out of room. Well, I guess I can use my crawl space. But
yeah, I mean, I'm out of room too, and to collect to that level, I don't think I don't think I want to pay the bills to get that many engines, but it is impressive when you get to go to somebody that has a collection that's that large, and especially because like the great. I've said it before about Eric's collection, he has so much stuff, and if you don't buy something, it's fine. He'll probably get it and put it on his channel, and you'll get to see it. But just to like look at his collection of all of his shelves of stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to get one of those. I would have wanted those.
I'll tell you one. I know I don't talk about Eric much, but one thing I really respect about that guy is he's a very non-binary collector. And what I mean by that is he buys what he likes.
Yeah.
He'll buy any railroad, and he'll try every manufacturer. Him and I have talked in comments a few times, and it's usually about Weaver stuff.
Right.
And I felt bad because I found an old video of his where he reviewed that really large, I believe it's the Weaver Pennsylvania BP20. It looks like an overgrown Baldwin Shark.
Okay.
And I had just made the comment. I was like, dude, that is the most awesome locomotive in your collection. I would love to have that. I'd love to see that. And his comment back was like, dude, I gave that one back. So he just like did a review and he sent it back. And he's like, I wish I wouldn't have done it. But yeah, so I felt all bad. So I was like, oh shit, I probably opened up a wound, But yeah, if you ever find that old video of his, watch that. I mean, it really does. It looks like an AA set of overgrown Baldwin Sharks.
I think I've seen this before. I think I've seen that video.
Yeah, it's like a good-looking. I know you own one. Don't get mad. It's like a good-looking Baldwin centipede.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the centipedes they're not for everybody.
Your paint scheme is fine, but
the UPs,
and I also like the Seaboard. I thought the Seaboard one looked really nice.
The Seaboard did look good. And while we're talking about the centipedes, a funny story about the centipedes. When they first were announced back in 2011 or 12 or whatever the hell it was, I'm sure somebody knows what catalog it was, but when they first were released, I was like, man, there's no way I'm ordering these. Or no, it had to have been like, maybe it was 14. I don't know, whenever it was, don't matter. There's no way I'm ordering a set of these. These aren't Visionline. There's nothing Visionline about these. And then, Eric did a video on his when he got them. He's got the, they were announced 2012. So, but yeah, he got the same UPs that I have, and I saw them. I'm like,
yep,
man, I should probably get a set of those. And then it took me. When did I get mine? 2022 is when I got mine. So I was like, wow. And now that I have them, I don't even run them that much. Those were more of a piece. I was just like, the UPs are hard to find. I had a chance to get them, and I got them. So now it's more of I have a set of UP centipedes in my collection just because I have a set of UP centipedes.
But they're kind of the center of your collection, aren't they?
A lot of people notice them, yeah, because they're just large.
So, I've started buying stuff that I know you're not a fan of either, but I've noticed, the turbines.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, like when someone comes over, that's the first thing they notice. They're like, what the hell is that?
yeah, they just look crazy, you know. Same
Yeah,
with
they're
centipedes.
nuts.
They're so big, they just look crazy. Actually, I ran them a little bit today. I didn't run them far, just moved them around a
You
little
did.
bit. But no, they'll run everywhere on my layout now. When I was setting this layout up, you know, when I put the curves in, I made sure. I originally was testing with the Vision Big Boy that I had just set on the track, you know, because one of my Vision Big Boys does not have a box. So when I moved all my trains, you know, I just put that big boy on the track, and that was my test engine. And then I was like, well, let me try with the centipedes, and the centipedes will let you know real quick that the if the big boy passes, you better check the centipedes because they'll tell you that they will not work.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
They're way less forgiving than the big boys.
they're sensitive to track work and everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, because there's so much moving under there. But yeah, they'll run everywhere.
They're cool.
On my main table, they obviously will not run on the elevated loop.
Here, I'm gonna say one thing and then we'll move on. But
Yeah.
this will really make you laugh. So I have two turbines now. I found an older PS1 veranda turbine.
Oh yeah.
You know, the porch one or whatever. So that locomotive is famous for derailing, even on 072, because it's four motors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I put it on my outside loop, you know, my fancy K-line track and everything that I use. Same thing, derailing every time it hits a curve. So being myself, I totally take it apart, try to figure out, you know, I'm trying to modify it and make things slide easier using some of my super duper lube stuff that I have and this, that, and the other thing. Put it back on the outside loop, starts derailing. And I'm like, shit, you know, I don't even want this thing anymore. Well, last year I needed some 072 track, and I could not find any of my K-line stuff. So me, daughter, and wifey took a trip up to Menards in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I bought some
Nice.
072 track up there, just a circle of it. I put that turbine on that inside loop, and it ran perfect. Perfect on that cheap ass shitty track. I couldn't believe it. I was in awe.
Because that,
Absolute
that
awe.
that track is like tubular track, right? Like old school line.
Yeah, it looks just like old school Lionel. I mean,
Yeah.
it really does. You know, and I don't have a lot of tubular track. I mean, you know, I guess my K-line stuff is technically tubular, but it has, you know, ties with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never really had 072 in that, and now I wouldn't be, you know, I can make ties. That's no big deal. You know,
Yeah.
I've got a shop, but yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. So there's a thumbs up for the little guy. At least I know that Menards can make some track. You
Yeah.
know, I have a couple of their pieces of rolling stock. It has its place. Is all
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
has its place.
the Menards rolling stock for like the price point that it's at, I feel like it hits that target pretty good. You know, if you're out there, if you're a guy used to buying Atlas rolling stock, you should probably
Yeah,
leave
you're
Menards
not
alone.
gonna. Yeah, yeah. And it's definitely. I mean, it's not up to. Well, I don't own any, but after watching your reviews, it doesn't even seem like it's up to snuff with RMT.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. I don't have any Menards stuff, so. But yeah, you
Good.
know, it's yeah, it's has its place in the hobby. It's just not with me. That's all.
Yeah, no big deal.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You know, we're talking about Menards, and you're talking about Atlas just now. Like, you know, Atlas released a steam engine, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen the Atlas version. I have seen many of the Weaver versions.
Yeah, because I feel like they're about the same.
Yeah. So the big thing to me, that was really huge when Weaver brought that locomotive out. That is one of two steam engines that Weaver did that were die-cast.
Okay.
They only did two. They did that 280, and then they did a Pennsylvania. I'm not a Pennsy guy. I believe it's a C1. It's basically an overgrown 080. I have one. I should probably send you a picture of it, but it doesn't run. But I have it. But yeah, they did two die-cast engines. They only did two. So
I didn't know that.
at the time when they were out, I will tell you, I was looking at a original TMCC consolidation and the Weaver one. The one I own is the Lionel. Because Lionel did a Southern Pacific, and it still runs on my layout to this day. I believe it was my first scale Lionel steam engine I ever bought. It was either 99 or 2000. And that son bitch runs perfect.
Nice.
And I don't think the Atlas one is running quite that well. I'm not sure. I would like to see one. I heard it has separate bell and whistle cords. I don't own any locomotives that have that, so I'd like to see that. I unfortunately remember Atlas's first attempt at a steam locomotive, which was an 060, and that was an absolute turd. I mean, it was a turd. I'm sure Sid will know what I'm talking about, but so I'm a little leery of Atlas doing a steam locomotive. It's going to have some field time before I'm going to consider one, put it that way.
So the earlier, reviews that I've heard about this Atlas 280, because I didn't buy one, is, a lot of people said it's good for the price that they were charging.
What does it cost? I'm sorry.
I don't recall the cost, what they were telling me now, but they just said, what they told me was, for the price, it's a really nice engine, is what they told me. I didn't ask them the price. I would imagine it had to be sub 1,000 for sure. But it has the coal load in it. Is
yes, I can look it up.
The coal load is a big topic of debate about this engine, and
yes,
I have seen that. It does not look great.
Is it like a plastic coal load, or is it a molded metal? What does it look like?
Yeah, it's plastic.
Okay.
Plastic, and yeah, it's not. It looks like some 1990s stuff.
1990. Hey, my collection's all 1990s. Come on now. Show the 90s some love, brother. Come on.
I have one engine from the 90s for sure.
Wait, I have a lot of brass engines from the 90s that have real coal loads.
Yeah. So, I feel like for the price point, if it's really as cheap as people are acting like it is, that coal load isn't going to hurt nobody.
Let's see here. Right now, as of right now, it says $799 at Train World.
$799 at the
so $800
Train World. Yeah, $800 bucks, 280 steam engine. It is what it is. PS3 in it. But weren't you telling me earlier that Muffin is doing something about fixing that coal load for people?
Yeah, I caught. It was funny yesterday morning when I was at work. I was waiting for my first trailer. I was on door and. Video popped up and it was Mr. Muffin, and I clicked on it because I try to kind of support all of our kind of brick and mortar stores. I know he's an online retailer, but he does have an actual store. And he basically shared a video of Harry Heike, and everybody should know who that is. He's a guy that has done some weathering for Lionel. Harry shows you how to fix that coal load, or he offered you can send your tender to him and he will fix it for you. And I will admit, the final product was friggin' nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked really good.
I know a lot of guys like to try to bag on Heike for his weathering. I mean, I've seen some of his weathering look really good, and I've seen some of it be hit or miss. I guess that's how any artist is, right? Like, it's not always going to be the same product. So. But if they're fixing it, that's cool. Are they fixing it for free, or has it got a fee?
There's a fee.
Yeah, I figured it was a fee. It's cool that he's going to fix them, or you have somebody to fix them. But
yeah,
I didn't have any interest in ordering the Atlas 280. I have the Lionel 280 that they just did recently from the Pat's customer, and I have the shiny one, the shiny B&O one.
Hey, I like the gloss on the engines. I'm sorry.
I think it looked good. I wasn't expecting it to be glossy, but it is what it is. It is glossy, so that worked out well, I guess. And I know that the new Pincy S2s are shipping. Did you?
Yes, they are. I did not, but unfortunately, I'll be honest, that was a locomotive I was never a fan of.
Same, sir. Same.
I remember when the first scale one came out, like in 92 or 91, something like that, and I was just like, what an odd choice for Lionel, and I'm talking about Lionel's first rendition of it. But then another buddy of mine, who's a YouTube guy, a lot of guys know him, Twisted MacGyver. So he's been sending me some pictures. He ordered the post-war inspired one. So it's a scale S2 without the deflectors, but it's numbered 671. And I'm not going to lie, I like the little sumbitch. I mean, it was, the black just pops on it. And I know you and me have talked. We're guys that just kind of like that dirt, grit, hard work and look on a steam locomotive.
Yeah.
It really popped, and I hate to say it, I actually liked it. I really did. So,
Well,
I'm not going to buy the Southern Pacific version.
Well, thank God for that.
Oh, I don't think I couldn't do enough drugs to think that thing looks nice, but.
Did you see the Army one for Muffin?
The only green steam locomotive out there can either be, to me, the only steam engines that can be green are the A2 Burke or some of the Great Northern steam locomotives.
Yeah.
Anything else, I know technically Brunswick green or whatever the Pennsylvania uses.
That looks black.
Steam locomotive should be green. Okay. Look at that custom run A1 Berkshire or whatever they did. Lionel's last thing. It looks like a pea with a silver head, Yeah. It's just green isn't a steam locomotive color.
Yeah, I saw the Muffin one, and I know he did the Army Vision Triplex as well. I did see. I only saw the pictures on Muffin's website when he was saying they were in, but they've since been sold out because apparently they sold pretty quickly. But
really,
I didn't think it looked terrible. I wouldn't have bought it. I mean, I didn't buy. I have no interest in buying the Army stuff like that. But I didn't think it looked terrible. But he had a few extras left over, and they didn't last a day maybe. I don't know. It was pretty quick.
Really?
They were gone. Yeah, they were gone quick.
I don't want to offend anybody, but I really don't have an interest. I don't care who makes it. I don't have an interest in a triplex.
Yeah, same. I'm not a triplex guy.
I mean, it's just a little, prototypically, it's a little bit older than what any steam locomotive I own.
Yeah, they are old.
It's a different era, and it's a completely different railroad. And I respect the model. I'm not going to buy it in anything other than Erie. If he made like a Southern Pacific version, I'm not going to buy it.
So I saw the Army triplex last year at York. It looked all right. I mean, I didn't like it enough to want to buy it. I also saw, but fun fact, my favorite triplex out of that run was the Halloween one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you did mention, and I can imagine that thing probably is pretty cool.
It looked pretty cool, man. Especially when you get you see it with all the cars behind it. It's
because that just looks like some kind of cracked out locomotive you'd see in Transylvania at the turn of last century. Sorry.
It
really
good,
does.
Man. It came out well. It came out really good. But I had no interest in spending Visionline money on one.
No, and I wouldn't even spend. I think Rail King or whatever did one, like the MT8 semi-scale. I think they made one. I wouldn't, $300, $400, $500 I wouldn't pay, but God, I haven't bought a semi-scale engine in years. But
the triplex has a big following, though, so.
Yeah, it does. I know there's a lot of big fans, and I do. Look, I don't. People can bitch about it and say it's not, Visionline, this, that, or the other thing. I'm a car guy. If your train does a burnout, that's pretty cool in my book. Okay? I don't care. I saw, I can't remember if it was Kunkel or whoever. First time I saw that thing do a burnout, I was like, dude,
Yeah, that was.
It's just.
It's an interesting feature, but it's also one of those features I feel like I would only use one time.
Exactly. And I think I did, I watch reviews of guys, and that's pretty much what that was the consensus of every review. Hey, this is really cool. You're going to do it once.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing with the coal load in the big boy. Like, all the mine are turned off.
The depleting.
Yeah.
That's a little. How can you even see it? I mean, your layout is a decent size. If you've got a decent size layout, you're not even going to notice it.
Like, I typically will, if somebody comes over here, and for some reason people always, they get drawn to the coal loads. Like, can I touch that? If it's anything other than my Vision Big Boys, I'm like, sure, go for it. But the Vision Big Boy, I'm like, don't touch it. You might break the son of a bitch. Like, don't touch it.
I've never had a big boy. I've never had a scale big boy.
You should get one.
Yeah, the only problem is the only one I would get, thanks to your ass, would be a Visionline one.
It's not a wrong choice, sir. It's a pretty good choice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've seen the ones you have, and yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate enough to have three Vision Big Boys. So.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll be getting any more. Everybody thinks I'm going to keep buying more. I'm like, I'll buy more if they're the right price, you know. But if they're like, you know, eBay prices or, you know, Train's prices, no, or even Train World. You know, Train World has them for like $3,500 or something stupid right now. So
Well, I'll make you laugh. I don't remember what number it was, but when I shot that little video of 4014 here in Colorado, so that thing stopped at the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, which is a big. They have a big HO layout, but they have an O gauge layout inside too. And they were selling a Vision Big Boy while the Big Boy was there. I'm pretty sure it was 4014. They're asking $3,000 for it.
people seem to pay it though. Is the weird part.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, they're nice, man. But as a person that owns three of them, I'm here to tell you, they're like $1,500 to $1,800. That's what they should be.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
It is what it is. But you know, going back to the S2, you know, and I have, you know, talked about how much I dislike it as a real life engine and as a model, going all the way back to the you know, post war models of it. I have seen some pictures, and I saw some like just the regular Pensy one.
Green or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Brunswick.
terrible.
I'm sorry.
It
It doesn't look. Oh, great, great. So you're agreeing with me?
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. I'm not buying one. No. But,
No.
It looks pretty good. And it's not even the fact that, I don't know. I think my dislike for them goes all the way back to the post-war, you know, because like they'd have the little tiny drivers on them, and they go, you know, 1,000,000 miles an hour anywhere.
Yes,
Time they
yes.
were moved, you know. I think that's what really started pissing me off since I was a little kid about them. It just drove me nuts. But I'm sure at York, I'm sure somebody will have one at the Susquehanna Club. I'm sure somebody will be running one, so maybe I'll get to see one in person at York.
I hear they make really neat noises.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. So
The
that'd
big
be,
whoosh or whatever it was called.
yeah. I hear that the sound set on them's pretty unique. So maybe I'll see one. I'll let you know. Maybe we'll get a video or record it for you.
But I will interject this. That's probably going to be our, in my opinion, that wasn't a bad price, what they were asking for it.
No, that one wasn't a bad price compared to what everything else was, and especially if you look back to the last time they did it.
I think that's going to be our last big legacy Steam good deal.
Probably, yeah, probably.
We're never going to see a deal like that again.
No, and unfortunately, the prices will probably keep climbing and climbing and climbing.
Oh yeah, that's nature of the beast. But
it is the nature of the beast, and but it is what it is. There's nothing we're going to do about it. If you want to buy trains, you're going to pay it. If you don't, you're not.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent point. You know,
Yeah.
If you don't like the prices, don't buy them.
And, you know, like, I have been known to criticize Lionel in the past about colors, getting their colors wrong. And I would like to put this on the record where people can hear this. So stand by here, Salty.
I'm here.
Some of the recent releases that I've seen from Lionel, I feel like they got the colors pretty good. Like, that includes the ES44s. I just saw 3 or 4 different versions of them at Legacy Station. I thought they looked really good. I didn't think their colors were outlandish. And then this also goes for the FA2s. Everybody knows I'm a B&O guy, and they did a B&O FA2 that I'm waiting to see it in person before I decide if I'm going to buy it. But the pictures I've seen of it so far, I've seen several different pictures and a video of it. I feel like Lionel might have their colors under control right now. Maybe.
That's good.
I don't want to speak too early, but just looking at current releases, I feel like they're doing pretty good.
Well, remember what I said last week during the live stream. I had 3 MTH Union Pacific engines right in front of me. I had 2 turbines and a Baldwin AS616. All 3 of those were a different shade of yellow.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm kind of a body guy, and I look at it, you know, paint-wise, and I can pick it up. Maybe some people won't, but my point was Lionel's not the only, you know, unless you buy Weaver, everybody's going to have some paint issues. I know not as bad as some of Lionel's past white steam locomotives, but if they're getting it under control, that's awesome. Because there was a time where they were, in my opinion, even when I was buying new stuff, they were number one. I mean, I chose them over MTH. You know, there are certain models that are in my collection, but
Yeah.
back in, you know, they really did. They offered a better product, in my opinion. Unfortunately, they're kind of getting away from that, but it's what goes around comes around. They'll probably get it again, unless...
Maybe they're turning the corner.
I hope so. I hope so, because you really scared me. I can't remember if it was the last podcast or one of the live streams, and you had a good point. They can nail their little NASCAR toys. Why can't they do the trains? Because to me, that shows they don't care about the trains anymore, which is pretty scary. That's what they're known for. And if we lose Lionel, this hobby's dead. I don't care if you love Lionel or hate it. We need them in this hobby.
Yeah, you do.
I think they're going to lose their ass with their new HO venture, but such is life. I think they would have learned by now.
It really does confuse me.
You would think I'm assuming the cars are made in China?
I would guess. They're die-cast, I would assume.
And I'll tell you something else that was really scary. It was either somebody in the server or on the live stream. Lionel's stuff comes out of the same factory as Broadway Limited Imports.
Oh, really?
BLI, their paint schemes are perfect. I mean, and their steam locomotives are actually metal. They're not plastic like most of the manufacturers of the forbidden gauge. And has anyone else noticed, how does BLI get away with doing the fantasy schemes that Lionel does? They did a macaroni and cheese. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, Lionel had to tell them it was okay to do it, right? Because, yeah, but I saw one of their, it popped up on an email or something, and I'm like, Broadway Limited? It looks like a Lionel Burke or what the hell was that? What's that?
Yeah.
That CNO Northern.
Yeah, the
what's that
Greenbrier.
thing? Greenbrier. Yeah, Greenbrier. Yeah, it was an HO macaroni and cheese Greenbrier. I'm like, what the? And they were even calling it the Chessie, like Lionel did.
I did not know this.
Yeah, but anyway, the point is,
didn't they just do an S2 in the chassis?
Yes, they did. Yeah, I can probably do without seeing that locomotive, but that's all right. And
sure.
Yeah, and if anybody bought the Southern Pacific one, please don't ever show it to me. Please. You know, I'd rather. Oh, I can't even say it. I mean, I'd rather you put daylight colors on a friggin' Thomas. Yeah, shit.
Don't give them ideas. Matt. Don't do it.
Yeah, they probably will.
Speaking of colors and crazy ideas, I'm sure you heard the news that our friend Jay has taken control of Third Rail.
So it is full on official.
Mm-hmm.
He is Third Rail.
Yeah, from all the posts I saw on the Instagram machine the other day, it would appear to be so.
Well, that is very good. I have already shared my opinion of that guy and the direction he is taking that company. I can't tell you how good that is. I mean, it really is.
I think it is. And, today's the 27th as we record this. So September 28th, Jay will be on the live stream.
Right on.
So
I will be there, of course. Oh, yeah, it's Sunday. Yeah, I will be there.
Yeah, he will be there. He will be on the live stream. I'm sure we'll talk about him taking over Third Rail, and I'm sure we'll talk about, we're going to get some product updates from him or something of the sort. But, speaking of product updates, I put in another order for another Third Rail. I did. Yep, the B&O E8s, the same paint scheme that Lionel is doing right now.
That one you really liked. No, that's fine.
I asked Jay, I'm like, hey, man, can you do that? And he's like, yeah. So he did it, and I told him, if you do this, I promise I'll order it. So he did it, and I ordered it. I did an ABA set from him, so there you go. That's my first B unit I've ever ordered.
Jay is going to end up being everybody's hero because with all the rumblings and the talkings and everything I see in the server, he's going to end up doing an aero train because everybody wants a scale aero train.
Yeah, because the MPH one, I believe, is Rail King.
Yeah, I think you're right. I have no interest in that. That's obviously it was all Eastern railroads, but
yeah.
And it just looks funky. I mean, I don't need a train that looks like a 55 Pontiac, but that's just me.
I might get one. I don't know.
I understand. I understand the history. I really do. I get it. And I'm a history guy. You know that. But that one just, it looks like it should be going around Disneyland. It's like the old monorail or something.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
But yeah, just every time I see them, I'm like, they do look cool. They look pretty cool.
They really do. They have an interesting look to them. Kind of that mid-century modern from the 50s,
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of 50s design. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if they did one and the price is right. Maybe we'll talk about it. But I'm excited where Third Rail is going. I'm excited for the products they're releasing, and it's cool that the guy running Third Rail now is I think he's 29. He told me they're about to be 30, something like that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
That's cool.
Pretty
young
young
blood is what it needs. I mean,
man.
Seriously, yeah. Wow. You know,
And he's
most
gonna,
you get.
He's gonna be at York
Yeah.
this year too. So
Yeah, and that's your guys' doing. That's pretty cool. You guys all can, you and I should say our server buddies, I guess now because I'm in there too.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys really, yeah, we are degenerates, and that's cool. I mean, I'm a certified degenerate, but ask my ex-wife. But no, that's cool that you guys. And what's really cool is the fact that he responded to that and did it. You know, I've tried to say in the past why I like that guy is because he's listening to people. You know, he's not only is he listening to people at a train show, he's going into these different servers and he's listening and he's asking.
Yeah.
You know, what should we make? What should we make? And we have not seen that in years.
Yeah, it is really nice, and for people talk about Third Rail being expensive, and yeah, are they expensive? Yes, they are expensive. But when you look at their passenger cars and you look and see what Lionel's charging, the price point per car is pretty similar, and they're not the same. So.
No, they're different. And you know what? Can I be the price dork for a minute again?
Yeah, go for it.
So we kind of talked about this in voice chat the other night. I did post this video in the server. There is a guy I follow. His name is just Leonard Williams, and he is a massive train collector. He collects everything: 2-rail, outside 3-rail, standard gauge, Lionel, this, that, and the other friggin' thing. He had a 1764th scale, which basically was O scale. It was a Union Pacific, City of Los Angeles or City of San Francisco set. So it was an E unit A, a B unit, and a bunch of passenger cars. In 1940, if you would have bought that whole set, assembled, because it was offered as a kit as well,
Yep.
$350.
Wow.
Now, if you plug that into a calculator, that's about $8,500 today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. So we shouldn't be bitching about prices.
We shouldn't be, but we do.
We do. And we do. I mean, and everything's gone up. I get it. You know, it's $400 when you go to the grocery store now, but
yeah.
Yeah, or you live in a psycho state like mine where I have to buy cage-free eggs, so my eggs are like 3 times more than they used to be because I live in hippie state.
That's nuts.
It is what it is, and prices are always going to go up.
See, but the thing that really bothers me about the prices is Lionel's over here trying to charge $100 plus for freight cars now.
Yes, which I don't agree with.
And they got that flat car in their new pamphlet, the flat car with the woodside reefer shell.
Yeah,
on
what the hell is that?
It's $250, and so I'm trying to figure out the breakdown of this because the price of the woodside reefers that they're selling, which are ex-Weaver cars, I'm pretty sure.
I was going to ask you that, so I think okay. Keep going.
Yeah, I think they're selling those cars for like $100. So you're telling me your flat car is worth $150? I'm very confused about this, man. This is bullshit.
So those reefers, those are the Lion scale or whatever?
Yeah, I believe they're Lion scale, which I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so there's, oh my God, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're the ex-Weaver cars.
Yeah, sure. Non-opening doors, non-opening hatches, couple of separately applied details.
Yeah.
Tell you what, buddy, if you really like that little car, I'll make you one and I'll charge you $10. Okay?
No, I don't.
Because I have a Weaver flat car, and I have plenty of Weaver reefers, and I have someone in my house that can weather a hell of a lot better than Lionel.
Yeah, their weathering in that render was terrible. Let's see here.
Yeah, I saw those new hoppers. That was pretty bad, actually.
I just pulled up the pamphlet here. Yeah, it's a Rio Grande PS4 flat car with a woodside reefer. They retail for $250. Well,
holy shit!
All right, good. And then
that's right. I forgot our platform.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then the Woodside reefers they're retailing for $99.99, so $100 retail.
Dude, we can get an Atlas one for less than that.
100%.
Yeah. I got those Metco ones cheaper than that. Remember he gave me a deal and it pissed you off?
Yeah, I did. I gotta get with Stu about that.
Yeah, $160 for the pair.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just not good, you know. So it is what it is.
No, I don't know. No. But
I don't know anybody ordering them. So.
There's one thing we can say here: the difference between the third rail and what Lionel's doing right now. With third rail, the price you pay is going to match the quality, and it's going to match the decoration, the accuracy, the paint. It's going to be a correct.
Yeah, you're going to pay more for it, which is that's happening. Like if you want good proper passenger cars, you're going to pay third rail.
Exactly. What are you going to pay more for? A Cadillac or a Ford?
Caddy.
Yeah. Of course, I don't know, man. I did have to go this week and price a brand new F250 with my boss, and we walked away. Wow. But anyway,
they'll hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
they will hurt your feelings. While I'm looking at the pamphlet, I just flipped. You know, it's only like 7 pages.
Go. Yeah. We can go through the whole thing if you want. Shit.
Yeah, I was looking at the freight cars, and I flipped one page too far, and it's the 060 Ts.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we have all these that are in here. You got UP and Canadian National, U.S. Navy, Central Georgia, and SP. But if anybody is listening to this podcast and you're interested and you don't know, Eric's Trains is doing a custom run 060 T from Lionel. So call Legacy Station and get your order in before it's too late.
That's pretty cool because you need to do quite a few, huh?
Yeah, I think they had to get
250.
No, he had to do 100. Yeah, and they already passed 100. He released a little thing yesterday, so they got to their 100. So anything else is just extra at this point. But if you're wanting one, anybody wants one, listen to this. Call Legacy Station and tell me you want the new Eric's Trains engine. So.
Even I have one of those. Not an Eric's Trains one, but
yeah. I do not have an 060 T. Fun fact.
Yeah,
I probably never will. I'm just not a big fan of them.
I bought one when the first run when they first came out.
Yeah, they had behind them.
Yep, they had smoke and a whistle. Do you know what the price was back then?
Probably like $200.
$99.95.
Ooh.
And I thought that was a hell of a model for that price.
Yeah, that's.
I have a little Union Pacific one. I'll send you a picture when we're done. With the box with the original price.
Who made that one originally?
Lionel.
No, wow.
Yeah. It was no command control. It was just conventional, but puffing smoke and a whistle, $99.95. Die-cast. It's the same exact engine you get right now. Same exact engine.
They just stacked some more money on it. That's all.
Well, they put fancy features in it, but
And we like to talk about forbidden topics, and we're gonna hit on one, Salty. We're gonna hit on one. Because I've been anti Bluenami. I know you're anti Bluenami.
Oh God.
I'd like to tell you about my experience with the Bluenami engine recently that I
okay
had,
I'll listen. You are fearless leader. I will listen.
So we were at Eric Siegel's house, and me and Sid were there, and Sid had that engine that is the logo for the Miniature Models podcast, the Alco PA Nickel Plate Road.
Yeah. He had birthday cake or whatever.
Yeah, he had that engine with him, and he was, he ran at the Trains layout, and he ran it at, I think maybe on the test track at Legacy, and they take pictures and videos of it and stuff. But we had it at Eric's house, and he went ahead and he's like, he wanted to run it on Eric's layout. So then naturally, I went and got my EM1, way to run my new EM1 on Eric's layout as well. But that's besides
of course.
But we ran that engine, and it was Bluenami, and I'm watching him work the phone, and it's it's all Bluetooth or whatever, and I must say, I was very impressed with the smoothness that it runs, as well as the sound. The sounds are good, man.
I knew the sound was good. I did.
Yeah, the sounds are phenomenal, and the smoothness of it was very, very good, and the app worked extremely responsive. It didn't have a lot of lag or anything in it. I was very impressed with that. So,
can I ask you one question about that stuff?
Yeah.
One of those guys, I think it might have been, is Johnny Automus. Is there like a feedback feature on that app where it'll make like everything you do on whatever mobile device you're using vibrate and you can feel?
I've been told this. I did not experience that when we were at
Okay.
Eric's house. I didn't mess with all that. I just wanted to I just wanted to run the engine and just kind of see how it worked, and but yeah, I could ask Johnny.
I was going to say that feedback feature would be pretty damn cool. Especially if you're using a tablet and if you could feel every notch you did on a throttle and stuff like that,
Yeah, that would be cool.
that's a lot more interactive than some of the other stuff we have right now.
Yeah, so I've been kind of getting beat up by my buddies
Oh,
Sid and Travis a little bit about Bluenami. So I have an engine here that's actually, well, there's no video for this podcast, well, you can see it right now, but this engine's sitting over my shoulder right here, the third rail T3 is it's TMCC, and it has issues. It does a lot of ghost running. It does what it wants to do when it wants to do it. So
Nice.
I think that may be a candidate for Bluenami since it has issues as it is, and we'll see how it goes. So I can make a cool video.
Well, what sucks is you're going to try it, and then you obviously know how many locomotives I have that could benefit from Bluenami.
Yeah.
The one thing, I said this in one of our other podcasts, Bluenami is very good for this hobby right now.
Yeah.
Because the one thing it does is it kind of brings us all together.
Oh yeah.
You can take that locomotive and you can run it on anybody's layout, no matter what operating system he has. That is a very good thing. And
Yeah.
I'm open to that. I really am.
And
really am.
the price of the board is pretty cheap too, so it's like $200.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper than like a PS3 upgrade, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is.
And I mean, no offense. I mean, you kind of know my feeling on PS2 and PS3, but no, if I was to upgrade something right now, I would probably do Bluenami. It's a local company to my state. I'd love to give him money.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Figure out his smoke issues, but other than that, he's be fine.
So everybody listening, we were gonna make this a podcast where we never talked about Bluenami because we're like old school dudes and we like handheld controllers and conventionals, and I had to break my own rule, because I did run that Bluenami engine and felt like I owed it to people listening to this to maybe catch my opinion on a Bluenami deal. So I was pretty impressed.
The good thing is people are going to listen to your opinion. They really are.
Some of them, some do.
You got a pretty good following, brother.
So no, it's a pretty cool system and it's really smooth, and I look forward to getting it put in this T3 and seeing how it goes. So.
And that's a locomotive worth saving.
Yeah, cause, I mean, other than that, I was gonna legacy it, but if we can do some Bluenami in it and make it a quick, simple deal, it'd be a lot cheaper for me.
Yeah.
I have enough legacy upgrades to do. We don't need to add more to the list.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. If I was to upgrade my stuff, dude, I'd be so broke.
Yeah, it's terrible. And like I think one year I went to York, everything I bought need to be upgraded. I bought all TMCC stuff. I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Dude, I still have shit that doesn't even have sound. But you got to remember, I was buying when you were like a really little guy. But
that's probably true.
I bought most of my new stuff in the 90s and the early aughts. I really did.
Yeah.
Because we had we had a lot of choices back then. But
yeah, for sure. And I really started buying stuff in like 2010. So
you came in on the good stuff. I hate to say it, I have to say in 2010 I was in the forbidden scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had gotten burnt. Well, when K-Line went out of business, it really took the wind out of my sails.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when Weaver went out in 2015, I was pretty much done, and that's when I started buying HO stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But luckily I got old and I can't see it anymore, so here I am back in the O-gauge stuff.
Yeah, welcome back to the right side of things,
Well, it's a lot easier. I got tired of messing with direct current and stuff like that, and I had a DCC system, and oh my god, I will never do that again. So
yeah, it looks like a pain in the ass. It really does.
Yeah, people don't ever bitch about our control systems. Okay, please, please. I will give you examples. I still have my DCC system. That's why they invented Bluenami. It's a DCC system that works. Shocker. So
Yeah, I don't bitch it. Like I know a lot of guys wish it, that wish that everything would work on Legacy or DCS or whichever one you want, right? And
yeah,
I don't mind having two remotes. It's fine. I have both of them, so it doesn't bother me. I've had them for years. It doesn't bother me. But I could see where if you're new to the hobby and you say you bought a Legacy system and you got Legacy engines and you found like an unshrouded J, and you're like, oh, and I gotta buy a TIU. Like, well, yeah, that does kind of suck. But if you already have them, it's not that big a deal.
yeah, yeah. Or you can just be a dumbass like me and twist the wick.
Yeah, that happens too, man.
And I will admit for everybody listening, this is the only time I'm ever going to plug MTH. Okay, if you got PS2 or PS3, you can access quite a few of the features conventionally compared to Legacy.
You can.
You really can.
You can do a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. But keep in mind, remember, my huge collection. I have one PS2 engine because I was not impressed by it when it came out.
Which one is it?
It is it's one of your favorite diesels, but not one of your favorite road names. It is a Duluth Masabi and Iron Range GP38-2.
Oh, yeah, GP38-2. That is one of my favorite engines.
The other one I had, and you know what I had two. The other one I gave to a buddy that had DCS. It was a UP U50C that was even too ugly for me. Oh my God.
They're terrible.
But I sent it off to my buddy, and weirdest thing, it worked in command, but it wouldn't work in conventional anymore. So he's running it around his layout, and another thing that's really rare. It was one of the few PS2 locomotives I ever saw that had road number specific dialogue. It was numbered UP5000, and the dialogue screamed UP5000 about 6 times during its little freight PFA or whatever they call that stuff that they do.
Yeah.
But only one I ever saw that really kind of, I mean, I know the passenger engines will they'll name the train or whatever they're pulling, but I don't see a lot of the MTH freight stuff saying road name specific stuff. That's more of a Lionel thing, or at least I always thought it was.
I'll have to check. I have a couple that'll do it, freight ones. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, see what they do. But I mean, that actually is what made me buy that engine new. But the quality wasn't there. Let's just put it that way. And that's why you take a big Lionel diesel, and just the build quality was just. I think it's when MTH moved their diesels from Korea to China.
Yeah.
They didn't do as good as Lionel did when they did that. I was going
to say, while you're talking about big Lionel diesels, speaking of big Lionel diesels, I did get a chance to see the new ET44s at
I know nothing of an ET44.
Well, they sounded like it was
cool.
It was Legacy was doing he did the custom run for the Space Force because he does all the Space Force stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember he did an ES44 or whatever. Right?
Yeah, he did ES44, and he's done several of them at this point, and so he had it there, and I was shocked. I'm like, oh, those are out now. He's like, no, this is the prototype or whatever, right? And so I was like, they were running it back and forth on the test track, and it sounded really good. I was really impressed with it.
Good.
Yeah. And the model looked really good. Actually, it was a great looking model.
I have no problem with the model. I just do not buy modern locomotives, like modern prototypes. The newest, I mean, I think the newest thing I have is a SD70, maybe. But it just, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with them, and I applaud Lionel for actually tooling up a new model. I mean, I don't know what the difference between like an ET or an ES is, but
it's not a whole lot. They look pretty similar.
Well, it looks like the ET is quite a bit longer. I mean, that thing's almost 20 inches long.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like a big, it's as long as, what's the other one that nobody likes? The SD80s and the SD90s.
Yeah.
Like, that's a 20-inch long model. And I know because I have one. But, and I actually really like it, I hate to say. Maybe that's my most modern one. It's actually my wife's locomotive, believe it or not. It's a Canadian Pacific SD 9043 Mac or whatever they are.
Yeah.
But dude, the detail on it is absolutely insane. Especially, it's got Odyssey and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's probably close to one of the last new Lionels I bought, and it was. I mean, here I go. I'm gonna piss somebody off. Compared to like that MTH U50C, that Lionel was twice the model. I mean, it really was. The MTH might have been a little more detailed, but just robustness and build quality,
Yeah.
Lionel had them buried, just buried, and it sounded 10 times better because it was rail sounds 4 or 5 or whatever. And dude, the thing's awesome. It's one of my favorite locomotives. I just don't put it in my videos. You know, I think the last I ran it with a Canadian Pacific Hudson because I'm about as prototypical as Barbie right now.
Yeah, I've been known to run some weird mixes together, but I've been doing better here recently. I've been keeping it.
No, you know
relatively
what? I don't care what anybody ever tells you. Modern diesels with Woodside reefers, that's just fine.
I do that. Yeah, I do that. I do that. I did. I don't know if you caught the stream last Sunday. I did get the.
Yeah,
the
I was
Woodside
there
reefer.
Sunday.
I got some of the Woodside reefers out. I still have plenty more to go, but yeah, I got enough out.
How many are you up to now?
6 or not
You
a
got
crazy amount.
Yeah, you got me beat, you bastard.
Well, there's one way to remedy that, sir.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to save my money because I'm hoping
I have
that this
37
York,
right now.
yeah, I'm hoping that this York will be the one where you find my locomotive because I know that's not going to be a cheap one.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. If somebody knows what it is. Yeah.
And I'll make you a deal too, man. You Bluenami that B&O loco back there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to Sid about Bluenami and my other white whale locomotive, which is my Williams brass cab forward.
All right, so if I Bluenami a third rail T3, you'll Bluenami a Williams cab forward.
How many times has anybody seen a video of a Williams locomotive Bluenami'd?
Probably
Especially
not.
a brass one.
Probably not.
So, and I'll bet you, I don't know if that's something I could do on my own. I mean, I can do a lot of work on them, but it's hard for me. My eyes are pretty shot, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
you do one, I'll do one, and we'll both do reviews on it.
the plan is to do that the third rail T3. That's the plan.
T3. I like that logo too, man. God.
It is good. It has the Mountain Vanderbilt too. It has the long version of it.
Well, I'm an SP guy. Most of our stuff has Vanderbilt tenders, so oil Vanderbilt tenders, but still.
Yeah, I have quite a few. Like so, the mountain that I have sitting right there that you
Yes.
can see, the new mountain from Lionel, it has a Vanderbilt. That Pacific that I just picked up, it has a Vanderbilt, but the short Vanderbilt. And then I got the third rail has a big Vanderbilt, but yeah, the Vanderbilt tenders are. I love Vanderbilt tenders. They're one of my favorite tenders.
Yeah, they're your boys over there with a Z. Damn them. They've got a brass steam engine I'm looking at that has a Vanderbilt tender right now.
Which one, sir?
Something you don't know about, probably. It is a Great Northern Mountain. It is a P2 class. So a Great Northern 482. Weaver, pretty rare model, and it's we were talking about colors earlier. It's in the color scheme I like. It's the all black.
You should get this. You should add this to your collection. I feel.
Yeah, it's under 500. So shit. Free shipping.
It is free shipping, over $100 right now.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, but see what you think. But kind of in my realm of what I buy. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Vandy tender.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I think I saw it on the other day because the other day I was actually looking at brass engines on trains.
Oh, great. We're gonna be brass guys now. Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, it's like
I've been looking for B&O, but I can't. Every time I find a B&O in brass, they want a lot of money for them. So.
Well, you see, that's the problem. And third rail, I don't know what it is, but if you think about it, they make more of your railroad and my railroad than anybody. They make a lot of B&O, and they make a hell of a lot of Southern Pacific.
Yeah, this just sounds expensive now that I'm thinking about it.
It does, because we're gonna pay more,
We are gonna
because
pay.
these brass ones we're gonna have to upgrade. So
Yep, we're gonna have to pay. So,
it's okay.
well, Salty, we've been on here for about an hour and some change now. Tell the folks where people can find you at.
Well, as always, you can find me on my, I know it's your term, you can find me on my crusty YouTube channel. Just look up Uncle Salty. You can also find me in the server, Discord, Joker's Discord. If you really need to get a hold of me, get a hold of Zach, and he can give you my phone number. If Zach has your phone number, I trust you. So you can do it that way.
There's a few degenerates that do, so...
I know. I'm surprised you gave me your number. Shit. But
yeah,
that's
man.
okay.
Obviously, you can find me at Joker's Trains on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and hit up the O-Gauge Evolution Discord.
Please.
And, you can find me there. Yeah, we're at 224 members or so right now. We're trying to get to 300. So yeah, come join the Discord. Only if you're cool. If you're not cool, man, don't even join. Only cool people.
Yeah. Go. There's other Discords you can join.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, though, check out the Discord and check out our social medias if you want to holler at us, and hit the merch link. Go buy a shirt and support the podcast.
Yeah. The podcast shirt's awesome, man.
It is awesome. I will have one. I'm sport one at York, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
All right, Salty, let's close it out, man.
You got it, brother. Everybody enjoy. Nice
Yeah,
session tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see you on episode 4.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Late.